Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 5 Royal Enfield motorcycles to avoid and 7 that are must-buys. Number 5 on list of bikes to avoid is the Royal Enfield Shotgun 650. The Royal Enfield Shotgun 650 is a motorcycle designed to catch your eye in the showroom. But in 2026, many American owners are discovering that its aggressive bobber styling comes with significant practical compromises. While it shares the proven 648cc parallel twin engine, the Shotgun 650 carries a starting price of $7,000, and for that price the value proposition starts to thin. The most vocal complaints from owners center on the rear suspension, which features a stiff setup with only 3.5 inches of travel. On anything but perfectly paved roads, this results in a harsh, jarring ride that can be punishing during longer commutes. Another reason to reconsider this purchase is the lack of standard features for a $7,000 bike in 2026. Riders have noted the absence of basic modern conveniences like a dedicated tachometer or a USB charging port, which are standard on much cheaper competitors. While the removable rear subframe is marketed as a versatility win, owners find the actual process of switching between the single-seat and pillion configurations to be a tedious, bolt-heavy chore rather than a quick swap. If you value long-distance comfort and modern utility over raw aesthetics, this is a machine that might lead to buyer's remorse once the honeymoon phase with its looks fades. Number 4. Royal Enfield Scram 411. The Royal Enfield Scram 411 is often marketed as a versatile urban adventurer, but in 2026, many American riders are finding it to be a master of none that is best avoided. With a starting price of $5,000, it sits in a price bracket where expectations for build quality and performance have significantly risen. The primary reason to steer clear of this machine is the aging 411cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, which produces a meager 24.3 horsepower. Owners frequently complain that this power output is insufficient for safe highway merging in the USA, where the bike struggles to maintain 70 miles per hour without excessive vibration and engine strain. Furthermore, the 5-speed gearbox is often described as notchy and imprecise, making the hunt for neutral a frustrating daily ritual for many riders. Beyond the lackluster powertrain, the Scram 411 suffers from several quality control issues that can lead to high ownership costs. This is a motorcycle that feels a generation behind its rivals, making it a poor investment for anyone needing a reliable and modern all-rounder. Number 3. Royal Enfield Classic 650. The Royal Enfield Classic 650 tries to capitalize on the nostalgia of the vintage era, but for the American buyer in 2026, it often represents a triumph of style over substance that is better avoided. With a price starting at $7,000, this machine asks a premium price for what is essentially the heaviest bike in the manufacturer's lineup. Weighing in at a massive 535 pounds, the power-to-weight ratio is significantly hampered by the 47 horsepower output of the 648cc parallel twin engine. Owners frequently express frustration that the bike feels sluggish and cumbersome, especially when trying to navigate suburban parking lots or performing slow-speed U-turns where the heavy front end tends to tuck unexpectedly. Specific mechanical grievances often focus on the suspension and wheel choices that feel outdated for a $7,000 motorcycle. The rear shocks offer a meager 3.5 inches of travel, which owners report leads to a punishing experience on anything but glass-smooth pavement. Additionally, reports of persistent vibrations at highway speeds and inconsistent quality control on the paint and chrome finishes make the Classic 650 a risky investment. Investing in this model often means trading modern reliability and performance for a vintage look that doesn't quite hold up under daily use. Number 2. Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450. The Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450 enters the 2026 market as an attempt to capture the modern roadster segment, but it brings several compromises that make it a questionable choice for the American rider. Starting at a price of $5,000, it utilizes the 452cc liquid-cooled Sherpa engine, which produces 39.5 horsepower and 29.5 foot-pounds of torque. While this is a step up for the brand, owners have quickly identified a frustrating flat spot in the low-end power delivery, specifically between first and second gears. In 2026, riders report that the engine doesn't truly wake up until 4,000 RPM, making it feel sluggish in the stop-and-go traffic common in major USA cities. Another major reason to avoid this model is the recurring mechanical issue regarding premature brake pad wear. Reports have surfaced in 2026 of owners needing to replace pads in as little as 3,000 miles, which is highly unusual for a lightweight roadster. Choosing this machine often means dealing with first-generation platform bugs and a limited range that hampers daily utility. Number 1. Royal Enfield Bullet 500. The Royal Enfield Bullet 500 is a bike that relies heavily on its status as the longest-running production motorcycle. But in 2026, it represents an outdated mechanical burden for the American rider. Though technically replaced by the smaller 350 series in many markets, the remaining 500cc inventory carries a price tag near $5,500, a figure that is impossible to justify given the bike's ancient architecture. The primary reason to avoid this machine is the severe vibration produced by the 499cc single-cylinder unit construction engine. At USA highway speeds of 65 miles per hour and above, the buzz through the handlebars and foot pegs becomes so intense that it can lead to hand numbness within 30 minutes, making it functionally useless for anything beyond a slow city cruise. Beyond the comfort issues, the Bullet 500 is notorious for persistent reliability headaches that require a proactive mechanics mindset just to keep it roadworthy. Buying this motorcycle in 2026 means paying modern money for a vintage headache that lacks the performance and safety of its contemporaries. Now let's take a look at better alternatives. Number 7 on list of bikes to buy is the Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. The Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 stands as a definitive must-buy in 2026 for the American rider who wants the authentic cruiser experience without the massive financial burden of a heavyweight touring machine. Starting at a highly competitive price of $6,900, it delivers a level of premium fit and finish that rivals bikes costing twice as much. The centerpiece is the 648cc parallel twin engine, which produces 47 horsepower and 38.5 foot-pounds of torque. Owners can't stop raving about the engine's smooth power delivery and the deep, soulful exhaust note that perfectly complements its traditional silhouette. In 2026, the inclusion of a non-adjustable 43 Showa big piston inverted fork and twin rear shocks with 5-step preload adjustment has been specifically praised for providing a stable, planted feel on high-speed USA interstates. The primary reason to secure this motorcycle is its rider-centric ergonomics, featuring a low 29.1-inch seat height that makes it incredibly approachable for riders of all sizes. Despite its 531-pound curb weight, the low center of gravity ensures effortless maneuverability whether you are filtering through city traffic or leaning into a mountain curve. For under $7,000, you are getting a machine with metal switch cubes, adjustable levers, and a level of chrome and paint depth that makes it a true head-turner at every stop. Number 6. Royal Enfield Classic 350. The Royal Enfield Classic 350 is the ultimate antidote to the plastic-heavy, overcomplicated entry-level bikes currently flooding the 2026 US market. Priced at a highly accessible MSRP of $4,900, it offers a level of timeless character and metal-heavy build quality that is virtually non-existent in the budget-friendly segment. The soul of this machine is the 349cc J-Series air-oil-cooled single-cylinder engine, which produces 20.2 horsepower and 19.9 foot-pounds of torque. Owners can't stop talking about how this engine has evolved. It retains the iconic, rhythmic thump that fans crave while incorporating a primary balancer shaft that virtually eliminates the bone-shaking vibrations of previous generations. In 2026, Riders are specifically praising the bike's relaxed performance, which excels in scenic backroad cruising and daily city commuting where its linear torque makes every green light an effortless departure. A primary reason to own the classic 350 is its exceptional ergonomics, featuring an upright, neutral riding position and a plush 31.7-inch seat height that ensures long-distance comfort without fatigue. Despite its 430-pound curb weight, the bike feels remarkably planted and stable, even when encountering the crosswinds common on USA highways. For under $5,000, it is the most charming and reliable way to slow down and actually enjoy the journey. Number 5. Royal Enfield Continental GT650. The Royal Enfield Continental GT650 remains the only way to get an authentic twin-cylinder cafe racer experience in 2026 without spending five figures at a European dealership. With a price starting at $6,300, it remains one of the most affordable entries into the twin-cylinder sport classic segment without compromising on build quality or road presence. The heart of this machine is the 648cc parallel twin engine, featuring a 270-degree crankshaft that owners absolutely love for its deep, rhythmic exhaust note and smooth power delivery. In 2026, the Continental GT650 continues to be praised for its punchy 47 horsepower and 38.6 foot-pounds of torque, which provide more than enough spirit for carving through canyon roads or darting through highway traffic. A primary reason to secure this motorcycle is the legendary Harris performance-developed chassis, which offers a level of stability and agile handling that is rare at this price point. For 2026, the bike's appeal is further bolstered by premium touches like the assist and slipper clutch, which significantly reduces lever effort, and the powerful bi-brake braking system equipped with dual-channel ABS for total stopping confidence. This is the ultimate choice for the rider who wants a visceral, engaging experience and a bike that looks as fast as it feels. Number 4. Royal Enfield Hunter 350. The Royal Enfield Hunter 350 is a stripped-back, aggressive street puller designed specifically to dominate the tight, high-traffic grids of major American cities. Carrying a starting price of only $4,000, it represents one of the best values in the USA market, offering a modern roadster aesthetic that appeals to a younger, more active demographic. The bike is powered by the highly acclaimed 349cc J-Series air-oil-cooled single-cylinder engine, producing 20.2 horsepower and 19.9 foot-pounds of torque. Owners can't stop talking about the engine's punchy initial delivery, which is specifically tuned with a sharper throttle map to make navigating stop-and-go city traffic an absolute blast. A primary reason to secure this motorcycle is its rider-first ergonomics, featuring a low 31.1-inch seat height and a compact, upright stance that makes it exceptionally approachable for new riders or those with smaller frames. Despite its budget-friendly price point, the Hunter 350 does not skimp on modern essentials, coming standard with dual-channel ABS, a digital analog instrument cluster, and a built-in USB charging port for on-the-go connectivity. With its retro metro styling and the backing of a 3-year unlimited mileage warranty, it offers a sophisticated, worry-free ownership experience for just over $4,000. Number 3. Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. The Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 has finally matured into a legitimate long-distance adventurer that can actually handle the high-speed demands of the American interstate system. With a starting price of $5,900, it offers a quantum leap in performance over its predecessor, moving from the old air-cooled unit to the all-new 452cc Sherpa engine. Owners in 2026 are specifically praising the nearly 40 horsepower output, which allows for effortless highway cruising at 85 miles per hour, a feat the original could never achieve. The primary reason to secure this motorcycle is the premium suspension and technology package that feels far more expensive than its $6,000 asking price. It features an inverted Showa SFF fork and a linkage-type rear monoshock, both providing 7.9 inches of travel to soak up everything from urban potholes to technical mountain passes. Overall, the Himalayan 450 is the ultimate choice for the rider who wants a legitimate adventure bike that is lightweight, durable, and packed with modern tech. Number 2. Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. The Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 is the quintessential dewy-tall roadster that proves you don't need a specialized touring or sport bike to enjoy the best backroads in the USA. With price starting at $6,000, it remains one of the most affordable ways to own a twin-cylinder motorcycle that doesn't feel like a budget compromise. The soul of the machine is its 648cc parallel twin engine, featuring a 270-degree crank that provides a smooth, soulful character and a punchy 47 horsepower. Owners in 2026 consistently praise the bike's linear power delivery and its ability to cruise effortlessly at 80 miles per hour on USA highways without the vibration issues typical of smaller singles. The upright, neutral riding position and 31-inch seat height make it accessible for a wide range of riders, while the Harris performance-designed chassis ensures the 478-pound bike feels planted and agile in the corners. Backed by a 3-year unlimited mileage warranty and roadside assistance, the Interceptor 650 offers a level of long-term security that is hard to match for just over $6,000. Number 1. Royal Enfield Meteor 350. The Royal Enfield Meteor 350 is a definitive must-buy in 2026 for any American rider who values pure cruising comfort and effortless style at a price that defies the current market. Starting at a price of $4,800, it offers a refined and accessible entry into the cruiser world that is perfect for both beginners and seasoned riders looking to downsize. The heart of the machine is the 349cc J-Series air-oil-cooled single-cylinder engine, which delivers 20.2 horsepower and 19.9 foot-pounds of torque. Owners in 2026 are particularly enamored with the engine's incredible smoothness and the low-end grunt that makes stoplight-to-stoplight riding a joy. A primary reason to secure this motorcycle is its class-leading ergonomics, featuring a low 30.1-inch seat height and forward-set foot pegs that create a relaxed, easy chair riding position. Despite its 421-pound curb weight, the Meteor 350 feels remarkably balanced and stable, thanks to its twin downtube spine frame and 41 front forks. With a 4-gallon fuel tank and impressive fuel efficiency, this bike is built to keep you on the road longer between fills. For under $5,000, you are getting a machine with a 3-year unlimited mileage warranty and a level of chrome and paint finish that makes it feel like a premium heirloom from day one. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.